Today we got two legendary pirates going head to head. Captain Jack Sparrow versus Edward Kenway from Assassin's Creed. Who comes out on top? Well, let's find out.
Eyes up. Stay sharp. Stay down. Final warning. I could do this all day.
Jack Sparrow is a legendary pirate of the seven seas, the reverent trickster of the Caribbean, a captain of equally dubious morality and sobriety, a master of self-promotion and self-interest. Jack's first love is the sea. His second, his beloved ship, the Black Pearl. Jack Sparrow is unique among other pirates and pirate lords, because although he is the highest bounty out of all the pirate lords, he's actually frequently disarmed and captured, he prefers to escape or negotiate and talk his way out of situations rather than fight. However, when he's forced into combat, Jack is definitely able to hold his own in duels, using a combination of swordplay and skill, trickery, and improvisation, using any viable object around him as a weapon. He's battled against and even beaten exceptional duelists throughout the years, including Captain Barbossa, Salazar, Will Turner, Norrington, and Davy Jones. He's even perfectly able to keep on fighting while balancing on a ship mast, or while spinning on a large wheel. Captain Jack is also incredibly crafty and lucky, being able to get out of almost any situation he finds himself in just by improvising as he goes. He's escaped from prison from English soldiers on countless occasions, rescued himself from cannibals, freed himself from the Spanish while still tied up to a palm tree, was even able to outsmart other pirates at a very young age. Jack Sparrow also always carries on his effects on him at all time. His flintlock pistol, sword, and his compass. And he's incredibly possessive of these items, and will not go anywhere without them. He would even rather be captured and taken prisoner than to leave one of these items behind. The compass is a magical artifact that will point to the thing that you want most in this world. And he's actually not just highly accurate with his pistol, but with almost all firearms. So that's what we got in one corner, Captain Jack Sparrow, one of the most infamous pirates of the Caribbean. But entering the ring, straight out of Assassin's Creed, Edward Kenway. Edward James Kenway is a Welsh-born British privateer turned pirate and assassin, and is a member of the Assassins, being a part of the West Indies and British Brotherhoods, and the captain of the Jackdaw. From an early age, Edward has proved to be a capable hand-to-hand fighter, having participated in several brawls in local taverns, where he could take on multiple people at once and use the environment to his advantage. He's also trained in swordsmanship and how to wield firearms. Though he started out as just an average duelist, his skill of blade greatly increased under his tutelage by Edward Thatch and Benjamin Hornigold. He even got to the point where he's able to dual-wield swords, became a bona fide master swordsman. On top of that, Kenway is able to use other weapons like pistols, knives, axes, and muskets, sometimes even dual-wielding a combination of these weapons with great proficiency. Edward usually carries on 2 cutlasses and 4 flintlock pistols, because of the gun's long reload time. And even though he didn't receive any official training in the assassin's methods, he has shown some natural talent when using hidden blades. During his time as a privateer, Kenway had to repeatedly climb the mast and rigging on various ships, and actually became a skilled free runner because of this. He's able to easily run through cities and climb up trees and cliffs, showing agility and dexterity that rival master assassins. Then ever since he was a boy, Edward has possessed an extraordinary ability known as eagle vision, allowing him to sense the people and objects around him, distinguish between enemies and allies, and it makes him an expert at eavesdropping and stealth. So who wins? Well, let's break it down. This is a fight between two of the most legendary pirates out there, and it's just going to be a straight up mono-e-mono fight, not including their ships and their crews. If that was the case, I'd probably say the Black Pearl, because of its speed, Jack's unpredictability, and just the crew's experience and skill. especially considering everything they've been through together over these 5 movies. But no, this fight is just going to be Jack Sparrow and Edward Kenway going at it. And this is definitely a fight that's going to be more decided based upon skill and fighting ability. But there are a few things I want to talk about with physicality. For starters, Jack is definitely superhuman when it comes to durability, or at the very least, near superhuman. I mean, he survived launching himself from one ship onto another by using a cannon to sail through the air. This alone should have been enough to severely injure him, or even just straight up kill him. Probably most impressively, though, Jack not only survives, but actually gets up and walks off this incredibly massive fall, looking like several hundred feet, and he 100% should be dead. Maybe dead before he even hits the ground. But yet, Sparrow walks it off. I'm not saying he'll walk off being shot or stabbed quite so easily, but it's insanely impressive and something worth mentioning. On the other hand, Kenway is faster and a whole lot more agile. He's regularly killed multiple men before they could even react, or the chance to defend themselves. He's also an expert freerunner. Yes, Sparrow's got some uncanny balance as well. He's able to keep on fighting while balancing on a ship's mast, or rolling around in a giant wheel. But Kenway just takes it to the next level. I mean, he is an assassin after all. So just like Jack's durability is an advantage in his corner, Edward's speed and agility is an advantage in his. But like I said at the beginning, this fight is really going to come down to just sheer skill. Now, while Jack Sparrow might not prefer to get into a physical fight, instead choosing to just talk away the situations or straight up escape, that doesn't mean that he's an exceptionally skilled swordsman. He learned how to fight and duel swords from an Italian fencing master in exchange for captured Chinese silk, and he definitely knows his way around a blade. He's fought on equal footing against skilled swordsmen and women like Will Turner, Captain Norrington, and Angelica, even being able to participate in a 3-way fight against both Will and Norrington. He's also got no problem fighting against supernatural beings, battling zombies, sea monsters, ghosts, and immortal skeletons. Sparrow's even dueled against Captain Barbossa and Davy Jones, who have both been called two of the greatest swordsmen in the Pirates of the Caribbean world. And he has to move from his sword to use his gun, while Jack's actually a skilled shot. And the 50 cal flintlock is a powerful gun, being able to probably blow a hole straight through Kenway if he's hit. But while he is a skilled fighter, Jack has actually been consistently disarmed, beaten, just had his sword straight up destroyed and broken. And that's where Edward Kenway comes in, because he's the much better fighter here. Even though he doesn't have as much formal training as other assassins, he's been able to fight against multiple men all by himself and come out the other side unscathed. But it's not just his swordplay ability, it's the fact that the Kenways routinely been able to wield multiple weapons at once in a fight. He always carries around 2 cutlasses, and while that's obviously an advantage, Sparrow has shown he can fight against 2 swords at once for an extended period of time. It's actually the fact that he can seamlessly fight with swords and guns at the same time that gives him such a big edge in this fight, with his weapons becoming as much as part of him as his arms and hands. He's easily killed multiple men with his cutlasses and pistol before any of them could react. He's actually probably a better shot than Jack Sparrow is as well. He's accurate enough to shoot a rope or to prevent a pirate from being hanged. He's able to take out 6 targets in just 22 seconds, which is made even more impressive by the fact that it takes most experts 15 seconds in order to reload a single flintlock bullet. He also carries around 4 pistols on him at all times, in order to essentially have a rapid fire mode. And just like Jack could shoot him, Edward could just lay into him as well. And all this is even mentioning Kenway's hidden blades, which Sparrow won't be able to see coming, and could quickly end the fight with one well-placed stab. However, there is one thing standing in the way of all this. Just like Domino, Jack Sparrow essentially has the power of being supernaturally lucky. Honestly, it's kinda insane. He's regularly been able to wiggle his way out of situations that look impossible, and has even been able to defeat opponents not just by his skill, but also by using the environment to his advantage. Really, Jack's sheer luck and unpredictability is probably his greatest advantage in this fight, and it will lead him to several victories here. But end of the day, I gotta give the ultimate victory to Edward Kenway. He's probably a more skilled swordsman than Sparrow, considering how much Sparrow has to rely on the surrounding environment to his advantage. And Kenway has definitely got the advantage when it comes to firepower, being able to fire faster, fire more guns at once, and his gun is also just more powerful than an upgraded form of Jack's standard flintlock. But really, it's Edward's ability to seamlessly use both swords and guns in a fight that seals the deal here. Jack Sparrow is a tough and unpredictable fighter, and definitely my preferred pirate and captain, but I gotta give this one to Kenway. Edward Kenway wins. But what do y'all think? I would love to hear your thoughts. Sound off in the comments down below. Also, be sure hit that like button, the subscribe button, and turn on notifications to join the FanCo army, and I will see you all next time.